In my life, I've been fairly lucky when it comes to shiny Pokemon, or even rare events when it comes to various Pokemon games. Like how I got my shiny Rayquaza in Pokemon Emerald a few years back in just a few days. Mind you, the shiny odds were 2 times lower than the ones today, roughly 1 out of over 8,000 encounters compared to today's 1 out of roughly 4,000. But today is not about my games, I'm talking about how I've been lucky in other people's games. The first instance was back in the early 2000s when Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire came out. Ruby was my first video game and Pokemon game ever, so it has a special place in my heart, hence why I got Omega Ruby out of the 2 remakes. But back to the story, I picked up Ruby, my brother picked up Sapphire. I wanted to check out my brother's team and asked permission to test it, and he said sure thing and left the room. Before that, he told me not to delete anything. Of course I wasn't going to delete anything, that would be a dick move, but he was cautious for a reason. Brothers do mess with each other, but not this time, Pokemon is sacred. After he was gone, I encountered the first Pokemon out of many I would test his team on. It was a Meditite, but there was a problem. This Meditite was in different color. I simply said, hey, this Meditite is red, and you could hear a shout from the other room. What? Mind you that we were little kids and we didn't know anything about shiny Pokemon at this stage. But regardless, my brother ran into the room, took the game, and caught it. It's still one of my fondest memories due to how far back it reaches. Unfortunately, it seems like the save file was deleted, so we don't have it anymore. It exists only in our memories. We pulled a corpse party here. The second instance of luck in somebody else's game was with our childhood friend and his original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. All 3 of us were playing Pokemon games and he was in the 99th floor dungeon Buried Relic, where you fight the Reggie trio and get a music box, making it possible for Mew to spawn. In order to beat this dungeon, you either climb all the way to 99th floor or you recruit Mew. Mew spawns between floors 36 and 98, and it's usually transformed into another Pokemon, so it's not obvious to find. It's also not guaranteed to join. Our friend had to go to the bathroom and I asked if I can play his game in the meantime to save time. He was in the early 40s in floor count, so he agreed. When he came back and was at the door, I just said, hey dude, defeated a Sandshrew, and it was Mew, and he wanted to join. This happened like a couple of floors later. We were obviously hyped as his team was warped out of the dungeon due to fulfilling 1 out of the 2 possible requirements. This was preferred because 99 floors is tedious to complete, plus if you fail, you have to start over, and there are monster houses in that dungeon as well. Personally, I have not been so lucky in my own mystery dungeon game, so this too has a special place in my memories. So what do you think? Do you have any fond childhood memories of playing Pokemon? Let me know in the comments. That's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.